Hey Dan, how you going?
Yeah, good.
Steve, you're on speaker now, and we're just about to go into record. Yeah, Simon will be looking at me. We've got one of his banners in the background, and he's in club colours.
Just make sure he sort of keeps his eye line on you and not darting around too much.
Steve, back up.
No, we're all good for that, yep.
Can you hear me there, Simon?
I can, Dan.
No worries, thanks for your time today. Yeah, just try and sort of, if we just try and fix your gaze there and just try and hold it rather than sort of darting around too much with your eyes. It just looks a bit fidgety.
Yeah, roger that, yep.
Yeah. Tell me when you're ready to go, Steve.
Turning over.
We're in record when you're ready.
Okay, yeah, so first of all, Simon, just tell me, what is a gel blaster?
A gel blaster is essentially a toy. It's a plastic imitation replica firearm. It looks quite similar to, or can look quite similar to the real thing. And that's basically what we're here to talk to you today about.
And what does it shoot, and like how quickly can it sort of rapidly fire what it shoots?
Okay. There are various types of blasters. They fire a little gel ball, which I'll show you later, which is about 7 mm in diameter, and it's essentially 98% water. So it's a softer gel ball. As for speed, it varies. There are various types of blasters, and they fire at all sorts of rates, including single shot, some manual single shot, and some battery powered faster blasters.
And how far do they shoot, and what do they sort of feel like if you hit by one?
Okay, generally speaking, you're looking about 20 to 30 meters accurately. As soon as you start trying to increase the speed any more than that, your accuracy goes out the window. So there's a sort of a sweet spot where you can accurately get about 20 to 30 meters with most blasters. Some of the sniper blasters can go a little further, but accuracy does start to suffer.
And what is it like? What's the sort of safety with it as far as being hit by one of the gel blast things?
Okay, the club has a extensive set of rules for our on-field skirmishes. We changed some rules along with our insurer to ensure that all personnel on the field playing wore AS 1337 sunglasses, so Australian standard safety glasses, which are much better than the supplied glasses that come straight out of China with the toy. If you were hit by one from a distance, we have a bang bang rule, so especially for the kids, the little kids, and women and children on the field, a bang bang rule is 5 meters. So under 5 meters, if you pop up on an opponent, then we expect a call of bang bang and don't unload on them. But over that, it's a free for all. They hit with a little bit of a sting. So if you've got bare skin and wearing a singlet top or something like that, you get a bit of a sting, and it may leave a bit of a welt for a couple of hours, but certainly nothing like paintball or anything like that.
And so the only sort of real danger out of it is the eyes. Yeah, just explain to me where the sort of main focus of injury will be.
Absolutely, eyes. Eyes is very, very important for us. You've only got one set for life, so let's protect them. So that's why we, through extensive debate with medical personnel and looking at rules of airsoft, which is a similar sport that uses a hard ball, we came up with the rules that you must wear AS 1337 sunglasses. So we're working to a standard, to an Australian standard, and not some Chinese manufacturer. So if something does happen, then as a club we've got something to fall back on because we did something legally to a standard.
And who's using gel blast? What sort of thing?
Mate, our motto at our club, the Cairns Gel Blasters Club, is family friendly fun. So we allow kids as young as 10 on the field, subject to conditions, and right up to people my age and older that still, maybe the young ones run around a bit and us older ones sort of walk around a bit, but all ages boys, girls, mums and dads. It's family friendly fun.
And why do we need gel blasts? Like paintball's been around for a while, and if we want to play that, they can. Why do we need gel blasts as a different option?
Okay, different. With a paintball marker, you need to have a firearms license or go to a registered field, and it can be quite dear to play, and it hurts. And there are age limits and there are conditions to your involvement in the game that you sign when you sign your waiver at the start of the game. So there are conditions with paintball. Airsoft is illegal in Australia, so we can't play airsoft, which is a similar sport. So gel ball has come in and taken off prolifically simply because of its affordability. A blaster may cost as little as $100, $150, $200, and the gels are $5 for 10,000. But you'd probably use 10,000 rounds on a day's play.
So how many people are using gel blasts or owning gel blasts in Australia at the moment?
Oh, in Australia, gel ball is only legal in Queensland and South Australia currently, and for argument's sake, our club did a National Breast Cancer Foundation fundraiser a couple of weeks ago in association with another club down south in Brisbane. We had 80 odd turn up on our field. They had 328 to raise money for breast cancer. So we've got just under 100 financial members in our club, but on our Facebook page we've got 450, and we only take members from Cairns. So if we get people trying to join from the Philippines, which we do, we don't allow that. So we've specifically taken people from Cairns, and as I say, there's a lot. The numbers are there for sure.
And why do the guns look so lifelike? Like, these ones that I've seen look like, very hard to tell that they are a toy. What makes they so lifelike?
Sure. They're not guns, Dan, blasters. But look, that's the attraction of them. In Tasmania, they're illegal also, but with subject to conditions that they don't look like a real firearm, i.e., an AK or something like that. They have to look more scientific, like not scientific, sci-fi, like you'd see on Star Wars. I think for us, a lot of the guys, they dress up in the full garb. With one guy, 1 week he comes as a GI, a US GI. Next time he'll come dressed up as a Viet Cong, or last week he was an East German, I think he was. So the cosplay element of it is also there, but these things actually, fire a gel ball, so we can have our own mini wars with them.
And I mean, you can see, like, how do you feel about the people that sort of see them and get pretty freaked out by them? How real they are?
Yeah. Look, that's a shame, and that's a downside of our sport. But if you play, when we started the club, the founding members realised that gel blasters were going to really take hold and be a big sport, and we knew that we were going to have to handle public perception at some stage. So that's why we formed a proper incorporated club and got insured and put rules into place. And one of our first rules is your blaster shall remain covered at all times. We don't want, yes, they look real. We don't want the public to see them. We want them out of the public eye. So that's why we must keep them covered. And it is an offence not to do so. And you could serve 2 years imprisonment if charged under the Firearms Act for walking around in public with a replica-looking firearm. Or, yeah.
And so, like, I mean, obviously that's what your rules are, but there's been plenty of instances where people are getting arrested around with them.
Sure.
What's your sort of response to that when people are being arrested and charged for walking around with these in public?
Sure. Look, I believe it's education. It's education. Either they don't know or they're stupid. You can't filter out stupid. They're stupid in everything we do nowadays. But education. So QPS have got a think tank or an associations committee that works with the retail. We've got our club in Cairns has got delegates that go down to Brisbane on Thursday, tomorrow, to sit on this panel and discuss this sort of stuff. What are we going to do with these people that are getting caught or charged with weapons offences for holding a toy in public? So education is the key. So as a club, we've just printed out, I think, 5,000 brochures that will go into every blaster sold. So when someone buys a blaster, they're going to have a pamphlet in there that explains what they can do, what they can't do, and what the penalties are for doing the wrong thing. The club also realises that people are buying these things online. So all our social media, our ads for our games, everything like that also has this brochure on it. So at our games, we'll have them at our games so people can pick them up and see what the rules are and what the consequences are for owning a gel blaster. We need to be responsible, we need to educate people and manage public perception.
But what happens, you know, when people don't follow those guidelines?
Throw the book at them, throw the book at them. Examples need to be set, absolutely. If you're going to be a fool and walk around with a gel blaster, a couple of things are going to happen. You're going to get arrested, you're going to get charged. We don't mind. You get charged with firearms offences because that's effectively what you're doing. And you're ruining the sport for us. We need to be responsible. We need to get education out there. Throw the book at them and make them learn, because otherwise someone is going to die. Police will fire upon someone if they were holding a Glock pistol or something like that. That's not a good way to go with a toy in your hand. So we need to get education out there and show responsibility.
And it isn't, you know, like, you know, if you're saying someone will die, you know, they do, you pull it out from the gun in front of the cop, I'm sure you would die. I mean, is it worth the risk to have these things?
Well, when you have a look at, there's perhaps every weekend thousands of people potentially playing, and then every couple of months you get one lunatic that's caught walking down the street with one. It's pretty much saying, like, you know, everybody concentrates on one plane crash, but there are 30 million people flying every day. So there's a lot of people out there that are responsible, that join clubs, that are doing the right thing, and love their sport. It's keeping people off Fortnite and Xbox, kids getting out, which is less and less nowadays. Every kid is just stuck on a tablet or stuck in front of a computer on an Xbox. Doctors and health departments whinge about obesity and stuff. Hey, we've got people that are out running around, out in the outdoors. We haven't had a chance to do this for years. So it's a good, fun sport. It's competitive. The camaraderie is fantastic, and plus, you know, the blasters break often. So the skills involved and the team's work we have together of repairing them and putting them back together and getting people back on the field again. It's a very friendly community that shoots at each other.
And could you still have all this fun and all these benefits while with them not looking quite so lifelike?
Well, I'm sure you could. Like I say, that's the formula that they used in Tasmania. However, the uptake and the success level of the sport in Tasmania is nothing like it is in Queensland. There is that cosplay element. I think if they didn't look as real, you would lose a percentage of the people that are interested in, like I said, in the dressing up bit, and living out a fantasy per se.
And I guess because, you know, like, I mean, some of them, like, they could be used to do an armed robbery as well. One of my sort of concerns were, like, I mean, they are realistic enough that, you know, someone could use one to commit a crime. Do you think?
I think, well, you've got to wonder about the mentality or the set of smarts someone has anyway when they conduct an armed robbery. You cannot buy these weapons in Australia, a real one. You cannot get them. Even licensed firearms weapons license holders can't own anything like this. That being said, I mean, yeah, it's there, but if the person's caught, throw the book at them. Any responsible gel blaster enthusiast would say, yeah, throw the book at someone that does that, because they're ruining our sport. So yeah, Dan, I see the potential there. But also, it's probably worthy to mention that no one's died from being hit by a gel blaster. They're not a gun, they're not a firearm, and they're not subject to firearms laws per se. So they're a toy, and we need to all respect that and use them in a safe, enclosed environment, out of the public eye, and transport them safely and hidden.
And given, that's your sort of advice, and that's obviously the best thing to do is to keep it out of the public eye. How do you feel about this shop this is where it's sort of come onto our radar? This shop in a shopping centre, very publicly placed shopping centre in Surfers Paradise, has all sale on displays and windows without sort of any attention to conceal them at all. How do you feel about that sort of public display selling gel blasters?
It's everywhere, Dan. We've got 4 retail outlets here in Cairns now. One has covered windows, but blasters prominently displayed on the inside walls. And one, as you say, yeah, you can clearly see them from the window, the shop front. I don't know what the answer is. They're toys. They're not illegal to own in Queensland, and there are no storage rules or regulations for them, so they can be displayed up on your wall in public view legally. My point is the guys actually wandering down the street with them and perhaps dressed in camo or as a member of a SWAT team or something like that. I don't think the shops are doing anything wrong. They're selling a toy and they're not breaking the law. So again, up to public perception, up to education, we need to make sure that the store is giving the customer one of the Stop Campaign brochures with the blaster that they buy, so that they're aware that there are penalties for misuse. So education, it's only just really starting to ramp up now, as are the incidences that you guys are hearing about and getting your members calling you about. So we've got to counteract that and manage public perception, and that's what we're really trying to do as responsible associations in Queensland.
Yeah, okay. Now that all sounds good, Simon. You made some really good points there. I think, getting out and about away from video games makes a lot of sense. That's all great. So you'll be able to give us a bit of a demonstration there for Steve to film, will you, sort of show us a bit of shooting of them and that kind of thing?
Yes, absolutely, mate. Yep. No, I've gone through the brief with Steve, and we can put some good stuff together for you for sure. Okay,
cool. And you haven't got a game? You haven't got any more people there who are playing the game at all today, by any chance?
No, mate, no.
When do they happen?
We play every Sunday, but I did tell who was I talking to? The other journalist, Cherie, to go to my YouTube channel, and all our games are on that channel.
Oh, right, okay.
All right, and also the one that I'd like you to feature, perhaps, is the video I did of the Breast Cancer Foundation, because in that, mate, half the guys there dressed up in pink. We had a pink flamingo on the field and stuff like that. So, and we raised. Just look for Simon White, and then have a look. Just maybe type in gel blasters or something similar. The guys want to film me actually looking at a bit of footage on my computer, so.
Maybe you can send a link.
Yeah, maybe I can send you a link.
Yeah. I think, if you send us the link, great. I'll have a bit of a dig around. I'm sure we'll be able to find it. But yeah, I think, Steve, if you can get more of Simon actually, demonstrating how they work, is probably beneficial for us.
We've got three military-style rifles and 1 pistol, and some gel balls before they've got water in them. We've got some gels made up. We've got a little target, and so we should be able to shoot a sequence there. And there's also a request to shoot inside as he was watching one of the videos. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Do that for me as well. That'd be great.
No worries.
Thanks a lot, Steve. Thanks, Simon.
No worries, Dan. Thank you.
See ya. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye.